All right, starting the stream.
A little bit early,
Check real
so
quick.
I'm just gonna do that right now.
Okay.
All right, starting the stream.
All right, looks like the audio is good. Hello, everybody. We're here with another stream review of the Clastar Galaxy forms. It's been a while, and that's mostly because we've been making some structural changes around in the server. Uh, if you probably already noticed this if you're already in the Discord, but for those of you who are probably not in the Discord, we've been changing some things, and the most important change that we've made as of right now is the weekly amount of charts that we're trying to get, like that we review every single week, has dropped from 25 to 15. And this was mainly done to give a lot of the creation staff a lot more of a breather, and it's not too overwhelming for them. And we also had a another vote determined on if we should change how we create difficulty as well too. There's not been any changes to that so far, but it's still kind of an ongoing thing for right now. So that's really all the important updates that we've had in the meantime. But now that I've gotten that all over with, it is time for us to finally get started. So, in case you are new and if you've never seen any of these streams before, what we do is we review forms submitted to the Clastar Galaxy forums, and we give them a planetarium ranking. Now, the planetarium ranking is based on the quality of the charts. There's 5 rankings you can get. The first one is censored, where there is major issues with the chart that makes it or either there are other things that violate our terms and conditions. I'll explain that if it does pop up. The next rating is listed, and that's usually for charts that pass the bare minimum threshold of not violating any issues or having any major gameplay issues. So generally, they don't really have much VFX, or they might have some gameplay issues, but it's not to push them over to censored. Rated are usually charts that are pretty solid. They're pretty decent, but they might have some minor or major issues depending on what's going on. So, and cosmic are usually charts that are pretty solid, really good, and they might have small issues here and there regarding gameplay or the visuals. Astral is the cream of the crop, the highest that you can get, and this is usually reserved for charts that are very high in quality. They generally have little to no noticeable issues at all, and yeah, so that should be everything that I really have to go over. And I am, of course, joined by somebody reviewing these charts with me. So if you would like to go introduce yourself, now would be a good time.
Oh, okay. Hi everyone. I'm Yappy. I'm forum staff, a developer, a planetarium rater, and difficulty rater on the forum. And I will also be reviewing these charts without stream.
All right. So now that that's been taken care of, let's just get started. As I've went over everything, we already have some charts already kind of in the making right now. So let's just kind of get started. So we have our first chart that we're going to review today is actually not part of the backlog that we usually have. We actually got a chart from an independent creator. So we're going to go over that one real quick. So in the meantime, just wait until my thing stops or starts loading. Oh yeah, also probably just for your convenience sake, Yappy, I'm probably going to stream my screen to you, so that way you can probably see a little bit more better.
Yeah.
All right.
Do that.
All right. What was the? Yeah, there you go. All right, nice. I don't know why.
Ooh, this. Yeah.
It's like this one. I don't know why, but okay. I think I might need to like wait for a little because I don't. Adofai was kind of lagging for a little bit there.
Are you gonna play the tutorials?
Oh wait, there is tutorials. I forgot about that. Hold up, we gotta show them off. Just cause. I did kind of low key forget about those because it's been a while since I played. Also, because usually just most churches don't have tutorials. But I do like the tutorial music. So
Yeah, it is pretty good.
all right. All right. And that really, I think that was the last one. Yeah, there you go. I actually remember this chart because yeah, I remember playing it a while ago, and I do remember it was actually somewhat decently long. I think so. We'll see how it goes though. Oh yeah, I remember now because I know that something funky is gonna happen. Yeah, there you go.
Something funky indeed happened.
I know. I will did say it did kind of catch me by surprise, but when you realize how repetitive that section is, it's not that bad. So. I just realized I'm not even playing on no fail. Probably should start doing that. Oh well.
Ooh. You got this.
What to say? I mean, all right. There you go. I will say this chart is really nice. I believe this is the first chart that this person has made. I think. Not sure if there's anything else on their workshop, but I'm wondering what's gonna be going on with that later on. But I will say I do really like this chart. I think it's really nice. I think it honestly goes for what it's trying to go for perfectly, I think. I mean, it's not the most craziest thing around, but like it was definitely a chart that I really remember a lot just for what it does. I did kind of notice now that I replayed it again that it's the song kind of just repeats itself 2 times in a row, and I realized that you could probably just cut it down a little bit, but I don't think it was that big of a deal for me personally, if I'm gonna be honest. But I still think it's cosmic, but I do understand if someone gives it rated because it's very repetitive, and the visuals aren't like super crazy to a point where like somebody will like really recognize it immediately right away. But that's how I feel about it personally. Anything you would like to say, Yappy?
I mean, I do really like this chart. I think it does a lot with very minimal VFX, and it's also like very creative with its distractions. And I like that the distractions get used in the later half because you've really already played the sections. So it's like, yeah, it makes sense for that to happen as the song is pretty long. So it does do some creative stuff with that. And I don't see a lot of charts that are actually like this. But yeah, it is pretty minimal and I do like it a lot. And honestly, watching this again, I'd probably give it Cosmic because I don't really see any problems with it. There are offbeat twirls, which are like a thing that some people may have a problem with. I do as well, but in this case, I think it's fine. It only appears in like 2 sections. I think it's fine.
I think the reason why it doesn't really strike out to me that much too is because it's used consistently and it's only used in like a section that's not swing at all. So it's
Yeah.
very recognizable to see what it's going on there. So that's why it doesn't really feel that bad because it's like very consistent in its usage, which is what I really appreciate about it a lot.
Also tutorialized.
Oh yeah, that is true. It is also tutorialized. But yeah, that should be it for our first chart. I'm actually kind of surprised because I didn't expect you to actually change your mind on that. But all right, we'll get on to the next one. So the next few charts for the viewers watching is gonna be a bunch of Kirby backlog charts, which a lot of these charts are honestly very impressive, even to me. Even to this day. So I'm really excited to replay them all over. I have kind of seen and played most of them already, and I'm really excited to kind of get my thoughts because a lot of them are very memorable to me. So let's get started with the first one. Okay. I'm actually kind of surprised that this one is a straight. I guess, yeah, this one does have like a little speed up section here and there. But yeah, let's get started. Oh, right. I keep on forgetting that I'm not put. Hold up. I gotta put on no fail. I just got like distracted by that. That I didn't have no fail again. Hold on. Let me put that on again. Just in case something happens. All right. Now we can replay the chart again. But anyway. And for those who are probably not familiar with Kirby, they have been a pretty major contributor to Faint. If you don't know what that is, it's a sight reading tournament, mostly comprised of charts that are kind of designed to be cleared with 2 keys. So yeah. All right. Yeah, I still do really like this chart. Although, I do think that some of the charting was um probably a little bit weird back then. I just didn't notice that much when I first played it, but after giving it a couple more plays nowadays, um, there's some little funky things here and there. Uh, like some of the mid spin usage is interesting, just because it does kind of only show up once in like this one little like U-turn section. I don't think it really.
T4-X.
Yeah, but I think that maybe stuff like this could be maybe these zips look a little funky here and there, but otherwise I still think that the chart is still like really nice. I still like the camera and the visuals and all throughout all that stuff, but I kind of understand if people think that the gameplay is really weird because there is definitely some funky stuff going on at times, but I didn't really it didn't really affect my enjoyment that much when I first played it, but some of these twirls are a little weird, but yeah.
T5-X.
Yeah, exactly. Um, but yeah, I mean, anything else you want to say?
I mean, yeah, the charting is a little weird, but apart from that, I think the rest of the level, like the all the other stuff, kind of makes up for it. And just like the last chart, it is pretty consistent with its charting. So I think, yeah, I would say that it's cosmic as well.
Alrighty. Yeah, I guess we'll just move on to the next one because there's not really much else to kind of go over there. So yeah. Oh yeah, I guess while we're going over to the next chart, everyone that's watching, if you do have a chart that you would like to submit, you can do so uh, whenever you want. As we will inevitably go over, because we did get some new charts from not a part of the backlog, and we will always try to go over all of those whenever possible. But without further ado, let's get started on the next Kirby chart. Now, I have very good memories of this one, mostly just because I think this one kind of looks very memorable. I still remember how this chart really goes. And I think it helps a lot that I think a lot of these assets are handmade. They're not really part of like any presets. Also, it does help that this was like probably like one of like the first like really good Neo's Cosmos charts that came out during the time when it got released. So I do remember this chart a lot because there really wasn't that many Neo Cosmos charts back then. So yeah. go. Nice. So, I think that this chart is just simply just fantastic. There's really not much to really complain about, and I like how there's a lot of like handmade assets that really makes the level feel very fresh and like very recognizable like the moment I see it. Um, and I like the gameplay a lot. I will say that maybe, maybe some people don't really like the mid spin usage here, but I don't really mind it too much because it's very consistent. And I think it helps form like a little bit of like pattern recognition, at least for like these mid spins here, because they always kind of come after these long holds all the time, which I really appreciate. It's like very consistent usage of it, which is why I don't really mind it that much. I guess there is like maybe some couple funky mid spins here and there, but I don't really mind them as much. And I think it doesn't really overall really honestly hinder the overall enjoyability of this chart that much. So that's why I'm very confident giving this Cosmic. But what do you think, Yappy?
I also agree on Cosmic for a lot of the similar reasons that you said. I do think the one part where the offset is like it's a little bit weird. And it does kind of like resonate with me a little bit, but I can forgive that because of just like how good the level is in general. That I feel like I forgive a lot of stuff, but yeah, that's I feel like it doesn't really matter much compared to like the hand-drawn assets, the some of the charting. It's very Neo Cosmos-y charting, which I can appreciate. And yeah, I think the camera is pretty good too. I just think it's a pretty good chart. It's very memorable.
All right, awesome. Let me see. Oh, hello. See some people in the chat. Hello. Hopefully y'all are all doing good. Yeah. We'll keep on reviewing charts, I guess. I think we already kind of went over this one already, but the majority, we kind of both agreed on each other on that one. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. So let's see what we have. Oh, this one. Okay. I remember this one very well too. Don't mind like the 4 other like 1, 2, 3, 4s I have in this custom level library. This song has been like charted like so many times that I remember how like the song goes despite me not listening to it for like months. I do really like this chart a lot though. Oh. I was not paying attention there for a second. That's all good. Oh wait, I forgot to put on no-fail. I keep on forgetting to do that constantly. It's fine. I already know how this chart goes, so I probably won't miss.
You say that after you already.
Trust me, I got this chart, alright? I remember I posted like a pure perfect clear of this, so I got this, alright? Don't worry. All right. So I will say, to this day, I still really like this chart a lot. This is probably my most favorite chart of this song. And I know that might be a little crazy considering the featured one. I still like the featured one. The featured one is also really nice too. But I really like this one a lot. I think it builds a lot more of a unique identity. And I just like how much stuff is kind of going on. There's a lot more cooler, like, little visual uh things here, but it's really nice. I like this chart a lot. There's just a lot going for it. I like there's a lot of sections that look really like nice. I like how like the track also moves pretty dynamically. I like that too. There's just a lot of nice things I can really say about this chart. I think it helps too that a lot of these assets are also pretty handmade, or I think some of them are like Adofai based, but they have like some decent modifications to make them look really nice, and they look really different from the original source. So that's why I want to give this Astral. I know it might sound a little crazy, but I still feel like this chart is still really good, and I feel like this is still like a must play for a lot of people. But maybe I'm looking at this with rose tinted glasses. I'll admit that much, but I still really like this chart a lot. But what do you think, Yappy?
Mm, I mean, I can definitely see that. I probably wouldn't give it astral because like there are like a few.
Hello?
Sorry, something just happened. Um, but yeah, I probably wouldn't give it astral because there are a few things I could probably nitpick about it because like the camera is, um, the camera isn't and it's like the same as Angel for me. The camera has to be to a certain ability for me to give it astral, and then all the deco is really good. But like there are some parts in the chart which I feel like could have been like a little bit better, and there is one part which I think is slightly mischarted. But apart from that, yeah, I think this is like a really good chart. It's like the higher tier of Cosmic, in my opinion.
I know. I remember. Yeah, Cosmic Play. I remember we were kind of joking about that idea once before because uh I think it was more of a joke when we were talking about this one time because this happened the same time we were considering having less difficulty sub ratings. So then I forgot who suggested it first, but there was like rated plus and like rated minus, and then like Astro doesn't even have any plus or minuses, just its own category. But I'm kind of glad that that didn't really get in because I think that would make that a lot more complicated for no reason. So I think it was more of a joke though, so that's why I didn't really take it that seriously.
Clearly, Cosmic Deluxe EX Plus.
Yeah. Anyway, let me read the chat real quick. Let's see what they all thinking. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry to hear that about how you can't be here usually most of the time. Although to be fair, the times that I pick for streams, that's like when I'm usually most free, especially because I'm still going to school and I still got a job to do, so I can't really stream like really early or later to this most of the time. But I'm all glad to introduce y'all today. Seems like some of y'all are coming in, saying hello. I guess I can explain how the Astral Standard works. Charts that are like above and beyond, like really good charts. They either have like very good visuals along with pretty good gameplay, and it generally has like no issues at all or very minor ones that don't really take away enjoyability that much. So personally, I did feel like this got an Astro just because I felt like the issues that Yappy mentioned weren't really that relevant to me, and I felt like it still didn't take away the overall enjoyability that much. But the issues that he mentioned were enough to drop this from potentially being astral to cosmic. So hopefully that answers your question. But if it didn't, feel free to ask more questions because hopefully I can elaborate more for you and help you out to understand how it works. But without further ado, let's just get started on the next one. So, uh, Oh, cool. Okay, I do think though that with this backlog, it is kind of funny, but we are kind of leaving the best one for last, in my opinion. So I'm really glad to play this chart once again. This chart is, oh, I
Oh,
love it.
yeah.
I love this chart so much. It's so good. But I'm ready to show it off to y'all. By the way, this is a really long chart. By the way, I think this is like 5 minutes long. I think, or even it's longer than 5 minutes. But it's really decently long. Oh shoot, I think I lagged out a little bit there, unfortunately. It happens whenever I stream on Discord, sadly. That's alright. Thankfully, I had no for this reason. Alright. I believe we're almost there now. A little bit more. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think I got some misses there, but I don't know. It's just like some weird like input lag that you get whenever you stream on Discord. But um, yeah, I think that this chart is for sure Astral because it's so high quality, and I think the most impressive part about this to me is the length of it because this is a really long chart and it still keeps up a really good quality throughout that whole like duration, which is I think the most impressive part to me. Um, some sections look really nice. Again, there's a lot more of these like handmade created assets, which definitely give the level its more unique feel to it. Um, there's like a lot more little tiny details here and there. I just there's just a lot to really honestly appreciate about this chart. And I don't really know if there's really much to even complain about because I know there's some mid spin usage, but it's very well consistently used, and it does just honestly, it's not that really hard to read at all if you can kind of get used to how it consistently uses them, and it's just a lot of fun to really be had with this one. But what do you think, Yappy?
Mm. A lot of the problems I mentioned before, they're still there, but they're not like as, present in this chart than they were in the previous chart. And also the VFX is also just really good. And because of the length of it, I think it kind of like the problems don't really matter as much as they did before because of the sheer length of the chart and how the quality stays like very high throughout the whole thing. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, to me, I think this would also be Astral.
Yeah. There's also some nice camera for sure too. You probably noticed that as well.
Yeah, yeah,
So
it
yeah,
is nicer.
yeah. Oh, to answer your question, yes, you can ask for reviews of. Oh, you mean like ask for like review a chart that's not submitted to the forums? Yeah, we could do that. It'll probably wait until we finish reviewing some of the other charts. Because we still got a couple more that were like fully submitted to our forums that are made by like independent creators. But we could probably check it out once we finish those ones if you would like to. All right. Let's see here. So yeah, I guess we'll just get on to the next one. So if you go all the way down, Yappy, that's where the other few charts are. If you scroll all the way down, I should have them like
Oh,
highlighted for you.
these I saw some of these.
Yeah. Which, ooh, wait a minute. Hold up. One of these was made by Demu. If y'all do not know who Demu is, that is the one of the founders of Clastar Galaxy. So that's cool.
지님은 제 한국어 쌤이에요.
Are you reading like the title of the showcase video?
No, I was just saying that Dimi also teaches me Korean in Korean.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, it's the first time I'm ever playing this one. But yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Skeleton Yen. I could not read that.
Oh, I'll read out the description because it's on the workshop. Oh my god, is this skeleton shenanigans? She's probably
Yeah.
supposed to spell shenanigans, but we can forgive her. We can forgive Demu because she's kind of not a native English speaker, So
Yeah.
anyway, we got some tutorials on this one, so we'll see how that goes. I do wonder who made the tutorial music, because I don't think this is from the actual song.
Probably
But
Dimi.
I was about to say, yeah, Demu does. It probably is Demu because her other name is D Music, and I think she has like an album. on her channel, so like
TBT.
she does have an album. So I mean, I've not checked out the album. Maybe I'll check it out one day. SI-2 special elevator tiles. Yeah, Mommy kind of fumbled that one a little bit, but that was okay. I actually kind of appreciate that that's tutorialized. I know that Mock would disagree with me on this, but like, I will say I don't think that kind of patternization of U-turn tiles shows up that often, so I appreciate there's a tutorial for it. Because I don't think it's that common, in my opinion.
Technically, it isn't in the base game. So
yeah, that's true too. But there's some other standardized ways that might not be tutorialized.
yeah.
I don't know. Oh, these are all multi-taps. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's gonna be a little funky to transition from that into double speed, but we'll see. Oh yeah, just so that way all of y'all are aware, if y'all are gonna do multi-taps like that, you do have to have a tutorial for that. Otherwise, you will get censored. So keep that in mind, all right? Just in case y'all are planning on doing that. This also works for if you're having back-to-back holds in a Neocosmos level. And what I mean by that is you have like a hold tile, and instead of like letting go like normal, you have to press the button again to hold another tile. So, yeah. Without further ado, let's get started. I will say, this level would have fit perfectly if Halloween was still happening. Alright, nice. You wonder when this double tap section comes in. Not gonna lie, I was kind of slacking on that double tap section, but that's okay.
It was more the recovery from that section, to be honest. Speed changes.
Oh my god. Alright.
There you go.
Okay, I kind of messed up a little bit near the end there. But, it's like, I think you kind of said it earlier yourself about like the speed changes a little bit. We're a little bit weird in this one section, right?
Yeah.
Which, yeah, it was this section, right? Yeah. Definitely pretty funky there. I think probably would have helped out a little bit is because they do use this tile style for this right here, neon, and they probably could have just used it for all these tiles, and that probably would have made it a lot more easier to read because it does kind of look like whenever you're doing like this fast kind of tap, it's usually at like the same consistent speed, even though it doesn't look entirely the same, you know? And I do think if they did that again, that probably would have helped out a lot. Although, generally, I never really chart with, like, double BPM and quadruple BPM that often, but, like, if I were to, like, make a suggestion on how to make stuff like this a little bit more easy to read, maybe I would probably have, like, 3 different, like, tile styles in order to, like, kind of differentiate all of them, so that way it's a lot more easier to, like, read at which speed it's going. If, the speed changes, because you can kind of tell if some are double rabbits or double snails, but sometimes it can be really difficult to tell the difference between a double snail or a double rabbit if you don't really have like much time to react to it. But yeah, I mean most of the chart before that was pretty solid though. I mean it's really only this section that's kind of like a little gives me a little couple little hiccups here and there, but I'll probably, honestly, probably be fine more giving this rated, if anything. Just because I still think it's pretty nice. Because the visuals are still pretty cool. I still like the camera. But, I can't really give that much more higher than that just because of this one section. Also because it's only just like a still background throughout the whole thing, too. So, yeah. Anything you'd like to say?
Pretty much the same thing. Yeah, I do think since the VFX is so simple, it probably wouldn't get cosmic. And the chart is a little iffy at times, but I don't think it's enough to bring it down the list, to be honest.
Okay. Cool with me. All right, so we're about to get to the next one. Okay. So we have, I believe this one should pop up pretty soon. It's an Halv song, which I do. I actually haven't really been listening to most of like Halv's like recent songs, but I do really like a lot of them. As I've charted actually a few of them already.
Oh yeah, I remember him.
Frill in the Darkness. All right, let's see what we got in store for us right here. All right. Is there any design tutorials for this?
An unindicated pause tile?
We'll see. It could, you know, like the jump scare thing. Well, it's not in it. Well, it has to count.
It's not unindicated.
Okay, that's weird. Oh. Okay, I did actually kind of like how that pattern looked like when it's in half speed, actually. Alright. Yeah, not gonna lie, that was kind of my fault. Paid a little bit more attention to that. Oh, whoa.
The background change?
So to say, yeah, the background just changed all of a sudden. I was like, I thought it was gonna be like the same background throughout the whole level.
Also tile style and color change?
I was about to say, that's what I'm saying.
There isn't even a background, it's just a gradient. I didn't even realize that.
I was about to say, yeah, like, but yeah, this is just listed. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if there's really anything that's like kind of like let me hold up. There you go. Put it there. I just think that this is listed mostly because it's not really much going for it in the visuals. It's just kind of just like one like background change. That's not really much else going on. I don't even think. I think there was like a bit of camera here and there when it did like the transitions, I think. But otherwise, the gameplay is a little funky. It's a little hard to kind of tell. I was able to tell on sight read, but I think this section was a little bit. Let me slow it down so that way we have like more time to go over it. But it's a little like you can see that there is gaps, but there's like the tiles are kind of organized in a very weird fashion. And I do think if there's like a little bit more spacing between some of these shapes, maybe it would work out a little bit more better, maybe. But perhaps the usages of U-turn tiles would also be better too. But I do think that you could probably chart this section at least a little bit less ambiguously. Or another idea that I had is to also perhaps chart in half BPM too. That might work as well too. Especially because you're already using a lot of pause tiles here, so maybe charting this in half BPM would be a little bit better. But I don't know. Actually, maybe you can't because of these triangles, but I think U-turns would probably be pretty nice on how to chart this.
Wait, can you play it again?
Oh, this section right here?
Yeah.
It's like these like little like funky triangles here. I mean, it's not like the worst thing around.
That's... You could just do a 270-degree angle.
I guess that is true.
Those tiles.
But yeah. I mean, the pause tiles are fine because they all have like countdown ticks and everything, but I do think that some of these could probably be like U-turns instead, and it'd probably look a little bit more better, but that's what I'm thinking. But yeah, that's probably I'm assuming you probably also gave this listed too, I think, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that really should be it for that. Any other thoughts that you want to mention on this chart before we go?
I do like the change in the background. So it puts it over like most listed charts,
Oh,
but
wait.
still there isn't really a lot of the effects happening.
When does the transition happen? Yeah, it happens like right here.
Yeah, like there's that little bright little thing
Yeah.
as well.
Honestly, I do think
This
that...
is backgrounding though, and I'm not really a fan of that.
Yeah. I mean, it does fit the song, actually. I do think if there was just a little bit more going on, and obviously there wasn't as many pause tile funkiness going on, this could probably get rated pretty easily, in my opinion. Because there's a good bass here. I think I do like a lot of the chart. but I think if you just ironed out some of those things, I could see it becoming rated pretty easily. Anyway, we'll move on to our last one. Actually, our second to last, because I know one of you in the audience was going to submit something real quick. Or at least, well, not necessarily submit a chart onto the forums, but have something go over like a work in progress. Which, I'm not sure if you've sent that just yet. If you're in the server, you can just ping me with it, by the way. You don't have to, like, send it to me directly in stream chat. You can just send it in the, in one of the channels and just ping me, and I'll see it. Also, hello. Seems like more of y'all are hanging out here, so glad to see y'all all are here. Okay.
Greeting.
Oh, we have another chaos rib disc. Dude, why does this chart get this chart or this song got charted like so many times? I'm really surprised by how many times it's gotten charted by now. I think I've heard like 4 different renditions of this one song, but that's fine.
I mean, I do think it was an AWC 2025. So
Oh. Well, I feel like I'm not seeing that many other AWC songs though, so I wonder why I'm not seeing those other, because there's more than this is. This
it's
is
just
not
that this song is like a really good.
okay. Fair enough. Okay, well, let's turn on no fail. This is a download only, so I'll keep that in mind. But yeah, hopefully we'll just get started on it. Oh shoot, I'm on auto. Maybe I shouldn't do that. There you go. Ooh, okay. I need to definitely warm myself up for that.
I escaped twice.
Ooh, okay. This is a little okay. Oof. Might be a little too tough for me actually. I'm just gonna go on auto for this actually. This is a little too tricky for me as of right now. How can I just observe the chart from now on? It does seem like this is just a not the effects chart at all. So just from off the bat, this is definitely for sure getting listed. But we'll see what else we have here. Oh, whoa, that looked a little funky. I gotta look back at that one right there.
Also, the speed changes.
Ooh, I think that's on beat rotation right there, I think. But I gotta look at that one again.
I'm good for one.
Well, let's just see the whole through chart up though, because I want to see if there's anything else we need to review over, you know?
I do appreciate the outside hexagons being neon as well. It does help with.
Yeah, I mean, that's nice. But I think it's a little inconsistent, because I don't think that was happening throughout the whole chart, I think. But I gotta go check it
No,
out.
it wasn't happening throughout the whole chart. It's only for the ones that are full, and that one that just wasn't full.
I see.
is that speeding up?
It is speeding up. Like the song is speeding up.
Also, another twirl that wasn't.
Oh, is there hidden twirls? They're at the
Yeah,
same.
this on some of the snails.
I gotta go see that because if that is what's happening. Oh yeah, this is getting censored for sure, just because of that. Um, yeah, I think there was some on-beat rotation, but we'll see if there's any other instances of this, or is that just a one-time thing? Yeah, okay. It does seem like it's kind of happening kind of often, and you can't even tell with the hold because this looks the same whether it has a twirl or not. But we gotta check this section. Is this section on beat rotation right here? These like triplets at this one section right here, right? Is it?
That is some classy kitty on B rotation right
What's
there.
that to say,
End of
right?
the Momomo type on B rotation right there.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, it's kind of funny because can't you just chart it like this? Hold up.
You can
Right?
do it just two triangles, I think.
Oh, is it just?
But of course, cover the U-turn.
Oh, right, yeah. I mean, there's a lot more better ways you could for sure chart this though. So, but that's unfortunate to see. But yeah, for those watching, um, this is a censored because of the first off, this on beat rotation right here. You usually don't want stuff like this because it usually hinders with sight readability. And the twirls on speed changes like this right here, like on the snail right here. So because of that, we do have to censor it for those two reasons. Was there any other reason for censorship, or were those like the main two, Yappy?
I mean, I think some of the speed changes were like different, hard to tell, but I'm not actually sure.
Yeah. I mean, I still do think that the speed changes are probably a little funky. I don't think they would be censor worthy though. They would probably just harm my personal planetarium ranking a little bit. So yeah.
Yeah, but it's kind of already centered, so like
Beat rotation. Yeah. So I'll just leave that note just for future raiders. But I mean, I guess some general feedback because in case you might be watching this at a later date. Um, I do like some of like the extra site readability stuff you did, kind of like these like outside hexagons having a different tile style. That's really good. I like that. Um, and yeah, just make sure if oh yeah, if you must have twirls on speed changes, like if something is so drastically wrong that you gotta do something like this, you can always I think you can easily like add a deco or something that tells people that there's gonna be like a twirl on it. Let me see if I can like get the yeah object deco. I think I'm not sure how to do it exactly, but I know that you can like add like assets or like you know little things like this like the little twirls onto like actual objects and stuff and make them as decos so you can just add like a little like icon that just tells you that like a twirl is on a particular speed change. But I would say don't overdo it. Like only do it if it's like really necessary cuz otherwise you know, it might be really hard to read regardless and it might make things look a little funky too. So, yeah. That really should be it for this chart.
uh,
But I guess if anything.
um, oh yeah, I was gonna answer the thing in chat.
Oh yeah,
The
go ahead.
unfolded triplets thing, it's on beat rotation. It probably wouldn't be a sensor thing for me specifically because it is still readable. And it does happen in official levels, like I was saying, MMO. So that specific thing probably wouldn't be censored for me. It would just bring down the ranking. But so like if I thought it would be rated, then it would probably be listed because of that. but like it's kind of already censored, and you can't really get lower than that.
I mean, yeah. To be fair though, it's just another potential reason for why it's getting censored too. A lot of the times when I do censor things, even if some of them might be just minor infractions and they don't really matter that much, but sometimes I like to just mention that because some raters do censor over particular issues like that, and they're a lot more stricter about it. So I figured bringing it to their attention would also be valuable as well too, just so that way we can have a discussion about that. Um, but like I said, some people do censor over that triplet thing, but regardless, the the speed changes aren't exactly appealing. So yeah. Anyway, let's move on to our extra submission. It's not on our
Specifically, like
forums.
the literal last tile of a mama has on beat rotation.
I guess so. I don't know. It's a little funky. I mean, there's some
And
weird stuff.
technically, because it's the last tile, it's not on beat rotation because there's no tiles after it.
Mm,
But because it's still there, I think it's fine to do. It would just bring down the rating a little bit for me, so I wouldn't censor it.
fair enough. Uh, like I said, everyone kind of does it a little bit differently. Um, I think I've been pretty lenient on beat rotation too. The only time, because I remember some charts I've like given like rated even though it has it. And a lot of the time it's because it's not too bad most of the time. I mean, to be fair, if there wasn't any like hidden twirls on the speed changes, I do think that it probably would have gotten listed. But I do know that some people don't like having that kind of weird on beat rotation at all. But it's different for a lot of people, so I don't know.
Yeah,
uh,
many raiders would censor that on beat rotation.
yeah, I'm personally a lot more lenient with it. Um, but it's still like kind of shows up if a chart gets censored because it's just a variety of reasons. Just so that way, the person who's it's just helpful for the person who also submits it because that's still maybe an issue, and if they want to like potentially increase the planetarium ranking, pointing out more issues is also better for them in the long run. So that way they can potentially fix it later on. So yeah, just so that way like they don't gotta constantly be like fixing one issue at a time. They can like potentially fix multiple of them if there's like multiple issues that are causing censorship. So yeah.
On beat rotation basically means that like it's hard to explain, but it's like the pulse of the song isn't at a straight 180-degree angle, it's tilted. It either happens if a speed change isn't like a straight 2 or 4x, or if there's like a twirl in a weird place, it would send your chart like like beat 1 of the bar would be like I don't know, on a 60-degree angle. And that type of thing isn't really favored in the forums. A lot of raiders would like censor that if it happens, but that's like mainly a classic charting thing, yeah.
Yeah. But uh all right, so I finally got the chart in question. I guess we'll get started on it. I mean, it's a little bit interesting because I mean it's not actually submitted to the forums just yet, but considering this is a work in progress, so I'll definitely keep that in mind, and I'll kind of just give you my thoughts on it for what it is right now. So yeah, let's just get started on that.
Oh, I think I've seen a little bit of this.
I'm not.
I think I remember seeing it posted in RDL, the camera. really nice indication for the U-turns.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. Oh my god. Ooh, okay. Alright. Gotta stop being washed right now. Okay. You know, Yappy, I've been always like going first on my thoughts on all these charts. So what if you go first instead?
Okay. I really liked that. It was really cool. I liked all the camera specifically, yeah. And I liked the charting. The little mid-spin thing was pretty cool. I do think it should be tutorialized. But apart from that, yeah, it was really cool. It followed the same patterns as the U-turns, which were also like very sight readable. And yeah, that was pretty nice. The squares though might be a little bit hard to read and the all the U-turn stuff. I do like the all the VFX that was there. I think it is pretty good as a base. And yeah, the charting was good, the VFX was good. Yeah, it's just a good chart. If this does get decorated, I think I'd probably give it either rated or cosmic, depending on how the VFX turns out to be.
Yeah. Don't mind if I wasn't able to say rated that well. It's just because I just haven't been playing this game as much recently nowadays, so I'm a little rusty right now. But the amount of misses that I had was not really that much. But uh, I do, yeah, I do like it a lot. I just think that obviously probably adding some tutorials would probably be good for this. Also potentially, I guess, yeah, because these do have a little bit of a different color now. I think about it, the bit spin and the U-turn tiles, but maybe having a more different color for this section, or at least for these mid spins in particular, would be helpful. But that's just me speaking. Uh, but yeah, I do like it. The camera's also really nice too. Because I mean, if you were to submit this as it is right now, it probably would get rated. But if you were to like add in like a lot more finishing touches and all that good stuff, I could probably definitely see this getting cosmic. But yeah, that's really all I have to really say on that. So that really should be it. Um, for all the charts that we've gotten today. But yeah.
Unless,
I mean, unless someone submits last second, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Because like I said, Yappy, you're the only one, and I don't think you're last minute submitting something. I don't think.
well, well, I might be.
What do you mean by that, man?
I do have a chart in the making, and it is just a chart,
Is it like almost
but
done? Or like what's going on with it?
no, it is not almost done. It's literally just a chart. But I do think you could probably, do that. It is like a very, very hard chart.
Oh,
I will say that.
yeah. I'm like I'm like low key like so like rusty at this. I just need to start playing this game a lot more. I just haven't that much, but I definitely need to start putting in some more hours because I used to like do some pretty cool stuff, but I've like not played
Yeah,
this game like that seriously for like months.
probably just like send it in here.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, you did send it. Yeah. All right, let me read what y'all are saying. Um, yeah, you can send your chart. I mean, if anything, you could always send your chart whenever because it's not like this is like a one-time thing for these stream reviews. I will always go over all of them. Like we haven't even gone over all the backlog that we have currently as of right now, but for sure because we still have a lot more of a backlog of charts to still go through. We're definitely gonna have another stream next week. So if you want, you can submit your chart sometime in like the next week or so, and it's definitely for sure gonna get reviewed if you submit it. There should.
Okay, so the file I submitted is not the right one. Give me a second. I think this is the right one.
Okay, cool.
Um, hopefully. Let me just check before I do this again. Okay, I think that should be good.
Okay, this
I
is the
think.
right one.
Yes,
Okay.
allegedly.
Are you planning on submitting this to the forums?
Um, once I VFX it,
Okay. You said this is like hard, right?
yes.
Uh, I guess I'll
It
just
is it does go like very, very fast. You will need to like it's like on the higher tier of the forum, like extreme expert.
is it like 16 plus basically?
Yes.
Gotcha. All right, I'll just go on I'll just go on auto for now then. 'Cause last time I played like a 16, I could barely play it competently. I mean, so far looks solid
Good
base
night,
here,
Epic Reaper.
but I imagine you're probably gonna add like some track animation to some sections like this right here, right? So,
Yeah.
uh,
Those aren't pseudos, I swear.
I know they're not. I know it's like, I think if I slow it down enough, I'll be able to hear it a lot more. I did kind of hear it a bit too. I know it's not pseudos, but I gotta like I know what you're trying. I know the vision. All right, don't worry. I know those aren't pseudos, but
The vision.
I know, I know. It's also because I've seen it in other charts, and they're pretty like, you know, they appear in some classic charts because the song is actually like that, and it's not just like a double note just for the sake of it, you know. So, yeah. But yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, so far I do like. I mean, this section is kind of. I don't know how you would do this section a little bit differently, but this is definitely a funky little
I
section right here.
mean, I could underchart that, but at the same time,
It would probably be weird because this song is not undercharted, so to underchart this one section would definitely be pretty weird. I understand,
I
but
could also like half BPM it, but like
could you
I
have
feel like this
BPM it?
is
I don't know if you can, right?
no, it would just be ladder, but the top two things would be triplets instead of right angles.
Mm. I'm assuming you probably tried that and it probably didn't work out that well, right?
I just thought this was funnier.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Um, but I mean, yeah, there's
But
not.
yeah, all of those lines could be like very fast towers, but like or back-to-back squares, but like, strict you gotta it's a hard chart,
I thought it was just for the
also for like the aesthetic.
I mean, I'm assuming I always kind of thought that because I know that some charters like to use the quadruple BPM lane speed up as like a little visual effect or something. So that's
If
kind of
this was tech, then I would be able to do a lot more, but like I can't. So
you
this
chart.
is like all I have.
I don't know if I've seen any
No,
of your
I
tech
don't, but I've
charts.
seen a lot of things that tech people do,
Fair enough.
and I'm scared of all of them, so that's why I do classic.
Mm. All right, but yeah, I do. I mean, I will say if you were to submit this as it is right now, it would get listed. In case you were wondering about that.
Yeah, I know I would get it listed too.
uh, yeah, I'm really excited for what this becomes in the future. I'm assuming I don't know if this was the thing you were kind of like foreshadowing to last stream because you said you were working on some stuff, but
Maybe. I did say some stuff. I didn't say something. So,
fair enough.
this might be part of it. There might be a pack coming out.
Would you even consider it a set list, maybe?
Maybe a a folder.
I see, I see. Well, I'll probably get this level for now, but I do think that's probably gonna be it for today. But yeah, it doesn't look like we have any more submissions too. And we've been going on for like a good like hour and a half already, so I'm feeling pretty comfortable calling it there. But I do know that you were mentioning some other stuff, so I mean, feel free to mention that other stuff that you were talking about earlier.
What, like me?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, like the pack I was alluding to?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know if there's any more details you want to mention about
I
that.
mean, some of it may be coming in February. some of it may not just be me. And I won't say how many charts there are, but there are charts.
I guess so. Oh, you know what?
And this is definitely not the only pack that I'm working on as well. But those I can't really give details on as right now.
I mean, I'm assuming they got the NDA on you. You know, you can't tell anything, otherwise you would see it. So,
Yeah, I
but
don't really want that happening, you know?
gotcha. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. But anyway, oh yeah, I guess also Valentine's Day is coming up pretty soon too, in like a few days. So I don't know if anyone's doing anything
Mhm.
special for that, but I mean, I'm not. But okay, the fact you kind of choked that is really funny. Well, I guess I gotta ask you, do you have any plans?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll just call it here for today. Hopefully, you all enjoyed watching, and we should hopefully have another stream review coming out. Hopefully next week. I'm not sure which day it'll be, but for sure it'll at least be on either Thursday or Friday, because those are the 2 days I'm usually most comfortable streaming with. Also Saturdays too, but uh, those are like the 3 days you should look out for these streams most of the time. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and hopefully I will see you another day.